Okay guys, welcome back. As I just promised in my previous video, I was gonna do a video which is gonna be a bit different. It's gonna be about how to find stocks that are rock bottom, okay, that touch bottom. And these kind of stocks are in the borderline between being bankrupt and just going back, bouncing back up, and normally they bounce back up like 10, 20, 30, 40%. Most of these are biotech companies, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I normally like to trade a few of these stocks in very small quantities on the site with Tesla. And how should I do that? I'll show you first where I get the information. Basically, I have a list of like 800 or 1,000 stocks, something in between, and they get updated on a daily basis using AlphaVantage. AlphaVantage is a website that I'm not affiliated with, but it's a website that gives you stock market information. The way I do so, it's with separate file that connects to their website and gets the stock. But you can do this like individually for one. For example, let's get Tesla stock right now. So now it's connecting to AlphaVantage. It says I want Tesla, and we are not up to date with Tesla. So what does it do? It gets the information that they supply as a JSON from Tesla. JSON is a format which is like text with, it could be like an array, and it's in order. It tells you field number one is called open. So open, price, high, low, close. Adjusted, this never worked for me. It's exactly the same as the close, so I don't even use it anymore. Volume is a good information, but I don't use it anymore nowadays. The feeling is that there's a hype going on everywhere, and the volume, which is something I used to look at a lot before the big crisis, now I don't look at it. And that's it. So it gives me the information. I insert that in my database in the daily. So this is a 1 day information. Okay, the high, low, open, close. There we go. So I'm going to close that, and then I delete duplicates in case I already had them. So this information, what I get here, what I calculate is every day it gives me this percentage. So meaning that's yesterday, 24th of September, it went up, Tesla went up 1.95%. It dropped 10%. It dropped 5%. And here I do a cumulative of the change, let's say before. So here it was positive, and then the moment it changed, I start doing a second cumulative of this. So 5 plus 10, it's 15, almost 16. Okay? So I can see directly that in 2 days it dropped 16%. Here I can see in 2 days it went up 6%. So that was battery day. I think it was around 12. No, sorry. That's not the day. Don't look at this as the day. It's the order of the information. For the day, I have to wait a little bit, and it shows up 2020 0918. Okay, and if I go like this, I can see here the 21st was Monday, and battery day was the 22nd. So yesterday, so 3 days ago. So it has to be this one, 22nd of September. Okay, so now we're having a hype in the market at this time, and before we continue, we're going to check what's happening. I just set in my previous video an area of a hype, which normally happens between these times, 11:45, before lunch and through lunchtime, more or less. So I was thinking that Tesla was not going to go below the 50 moving average, but it just went through it. but I can see some recovery before it's even touching the 200 moving average. That means we're still within the range, within the objective of reaching 420, 425 by the end of the day today at 4. So next thing, let's check work. Slack is in a similar situation, it just went through the 50 and it's recovering. So they're moving in a similar way. And 2 hours ago, it was in a totally opposite way. So that's funny. Okay, let's go back to what this channel is about today. This video is about how to find stocks that are rock bottom. So how do you check that they're rock bottom? Basically, I do a cumulative of the last days. In this case, I do 21 and 42. And what am I going to do? So now I'm going to sort them. I click here, and I cannot sort them yet because it's still loading. This thing, it has so much information. Look at that. It's still loading. It's going to take a very long time to calculate the 1,000 stocks. And okay, so by now I'll explain to you. For example, we'll check on Tesla, and I'll do just Tesla in standalone mode. Standalone means that I just have the same file but only with Tesla on it. And we can analyze a bit. The current cumulative percentage is only 0.29%. So it's like right now is like in the last 21 days, it's like Tesla right now it's in a break-even point, okay? More or less at zero, let's say. So what potential does it have? If we look at the potential of the last 21 days, it could still go up 16%, which is what happened more or less in the last 21 days. And if we look at the potential of 42 days ago, it could even go up 83% because in the last 42 days, it went up more or less 83% more than where it is right now. So, but these are calculations I do for myself. Don't trust any of these calculations. These are things, in my opinion, logically. And what we're just going to look, it's raw data, which is this calculation, the cumulative percentage, which is something you can calculate yourself. And basically, what we'll look at is companies that have a very negative percentage from the last 21 days. That means that in the last 21 days have been going down so much, okay? Actually, I just remember that Galicia, I don't remember what's it, Galicia Financiero, Grupo Financiero Galicia is called, and I remember this one going up. It didn't work out. Galicia, okay, that's it. That's the one. That's in a stand alone. If I don't put a symbol, it shows me all of them, and that's what takes so long to calculate. You saw it took a few seconds to calculate just one. So it needs to do a lot of calculations. So Galicia yesterday went up 11%, which is not normal. But why that happened? Look, before that, it had gone down 28% plus 11%, so 39%, almost 40%. So it was kind of expected that at one point it was going to go up, it was going to turn around. Did we knew that point? No, we didn't. We didn't know that point. Normally, when you see that it's going to turn around, you can start seeing a change. But look what would have happened if we would have bought here. Okay, the day after it goes up a little bit, but then started going down. So I actually bought it around here, and then it dropped like almost 40%. So 11% is not, it didn't help much to recover the loss. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you here is that this technique doesn't always work. you always have to be very cautious, do small purchases, and it can go either way. So probably back then it was already at 0% percentage, and so it had chance to go up or it had chance to go down, and in this case it went down. So where is Galicia today? We'll check it out right now. We just click here directly into Yahoo Finance and we can see it's going down. And that's what normally happens when one of these hype stocks, one of these stocks hypes so much and the day after they drop. And most of the times they drop a lot more, but this one was pretty mellow. And the reason being is that it has gone down so much in the previous 21 days that, yeah, it still needs to recover a lot more. So by now, we leave it there, this one, and we'll see if this is loaded. No, still going on. I'm sorry about that. I think it was going to take so long. Normally I do this and I leave it, and then since I'm doing other things, I don't mind. But let's see, look at work. It's recovering, it's turning around, it's dancing around the 50 moving average. That's a really good sign. That's a sign of health, and because it's above the 200 moving average, and most of the times, or 50% of the time, around above the 50 moving average. So that's really good. Normally you have higher highs. In this case, you have the same highs. You see the same in 1 hour, more or less. It went from 10:30 to 11:30, and it stayed the same. So it's like it moved just sideways. But now, the lows, I see a higher low, and that's a good sign, meaning that means that it will now try to start going up. And we'll see how that goes. We could set some trends, here some lines, and see if that works in our advantage. So something like that. And we'll set this one, which is a horizontal line basically, to show a wedge basically. When you have a wedge like this, what can happen? Normally, a wedge that has a flat top, when we reach the end of the wedge, we normally tend to go down. Boom, and it's like a tennis ball and it drops. It's not always this way. It might bounce, boom, bang, and go up. But in most of the cases, when the top of the wedge is straight, horizontal, the tendency is for it to go down. But we'll see. At the moment, what we know about Slack is that it's been several days going down, a lot of hype around it, and like in the media or in YouTube especially, and a lot of promises that it's going to do super good and is going to be one of the best companies in the near future, in the next year or so. So I believe that it might go up, I believe. And so far, as we can see, it's above the 50 or around the 50, and that's a good sign already. Regarding Tesla, it seems to be cooling off, and I thought it was, I didn't see the 200 moving average, but I thought this was it. I was like, oh. But we're still far away. Let's see how far we are from the 200 moving average. We're 1% away from it. it's still okay, still above. Okay, 1% is not too much. We've been all day long between 4 or 3 and 5. So we are above the 4 average, let's say, which is good. Okay, let's check if this is ready. If not, I have to do a pause. There we go. It looks like it's ready. Okay. We reach. Oh, no. Sorry, there was still. Oh, no. It's still going on. So what I have to do is a pause until this web loads fully. And then, why do we need to wait for that? Because I cannot sort until the entire site is ready. And why don't I just split or set a limit to this website? Because imagine I set a limit of 100. Show me 100, then show me another 100. When it makes the calculations through 800 to 1000 stocks, basically it doesn't update the cumulative percentage in the database. This is calculated right now at the moment. So if I don't go through all the stocks, I won't be able to get the ones with the highest drop and the highest potential to grow. So that's basically the reason. So we'll have to wait. I'll pause and I'll see you in a few minutes, okay? I just did the pause, but I came back and I saw Tesla, and I see Tesla is doing like a false reversal. So normally here it should start recovering and going up, but that's not happening, and that's a very bearish move, because if it crosses back again, it's going to start falling down, and that's risking crossing the 200 moving average, which it would mean that the uptrend would be finished. And if that's finished, we'll have to wait a long time again until it goes back up. So this could be a moment to buy, sell some to gain some liquidity in order to buy them in case it goes below the 200 moving average. That's something that you can decide to do or not. I'm not saying that you should. It's, in my opinion, a good moment to do so, and it's crossing. It just crossed. That means it's going to start going down more and more. Even though we see a yellow, green, but look, it's going down. So, yeah, we don't know if this is going to be a big drop, a small drop, but so far, when this happens, normally means that at least it's going to fall a few percentage points, 1 or 2 percentage points, and it's dropping a lot. Look at this, and now it's opening here. At the moment, I'm not going to do anything. I'll just leave it. And sometimes, you know, trying to trade a swift like this makes you lose more than what you can actually win. So the risk is a lot higher than the reward. And look what's happening now. It looks like it wants to go up all the time. It tried to go up in this one, then it tried to go up in this one, and now it's trying to go up in this one. So at the end, it might have been even good not to do it. So, okay, so yeah, I'm just saying, it might just turn around back and recover. And probably now it will have double the momentum, since it was trying to go down, didn't work. Okay, it was trying to finding resistance in the down movement, and again finds resistance in the down movement. Then it comes with a lot more power on the way up. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm just talking bullshit here. Okay, let's check if this is fully loaded. No, still not. Okay, I'll pause and talk to you in a few minutes. Okay, finally it uploaded fully, and I already sorted. So this is the highest stock that has dropped the most, and 97%. So basically, it halved its value. And we're talking about Town Sports International. So normally, I would never go for the one that has fallen the most, and try not to go for stocks under $1. That's one of my policies in a way. And I already made a few mistakes dealing with stocks under $1, and like Superior Energy, for example. So I don't do cannabis either. It's just my own opinion. Nikola, well, we know Nikola is the next one. So imagine Nikola has gone down 46%, and it doesn't show today's information, okay? But today we know it has gone up 6 or 7% or 8 by now. But the system would have never told you to buy here, because normally the system tells you to buy when there's a small change in the upward direction. So there's a change in direction. So it dropped 30%, okay, yesterday, and today it went up a little bit. So what would have happened if we would have bought the today or this morning, okay, this one, Aurora Cannabis, for example, the one I don't want to trade, but just for the heck of the experiment. So look, it went down again. So that would have been a bad move. So what would have happened in this one? This one says buy, and then it drops 20%. So another mistake would have been to buy Nikola back then. But what do you need what would you do in this situation? You hold to it. You hold, and in this type of stocks, you should not buy too much, not too big amounts. Always try to buy little amounts, and always try to buy something you're willing to lose. We're talking about stocks that hit rock bottom. Liberty TripAdvisor, for example, is something. It's a stock I used to trade a lot before, and until one point, I stopped trading it. But look, what's happened lately. It has been going down, but as you can see, today's drop is very little in comparison to previous days. So that might already start triggering the fact, you see it's going down. But here, for example, it went down only 2%. You would think, oh, next time it's going to go up, because it just went 13% down. But you know how this is. It might go up, or most likely it will go down. Also, it has to do with the market. Don't forget that these last 5 days, 6 days, the market has been very bearish. The Nasdaq has been going down. All the markets have been going down. The S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the Russell, all went down a lot. And that was like a big thing. And we were thinking about a correction or a potential crash, new crash. So let's check this one out. American Axle and Manufacturing. I think I bought this one actually. And now it's telling me to buy. Yesterday it was saying buy. So this morning I would have bought it. Wait a minute, I click on the wrong one. And if I would have bought it, look, it went down even more today. So not a good moment to buy it. So yeah, so far it's like every example I was trying to show you didn't work out. And that shows, in a way, it's better not to do this kind of trading. It's better to stick to other things. And normally what I always say is like, it's like horse racing. Do you want to buy the stallion, or you want to buy the burro, the donkey? So normally you want to buy a stallion. So here we're buying donkeys that might have a bit of a race, but then they're going to die again, or die after the race. So how about this one? It says buy. It went down so far 36% in the last 21 days. And at this point it said buy. Imagine, buy, and then it went down, 36%, 40%, I don't know, a lot. So now it's recovering. What would have happened if we would have bought this? And it might, yeah, okay, 4% down more. So you see, not a good example. And I know AMC, which I bought a few weeks ago, probably a month ago, it has been going down. Look, today it's going up. Today is going up. So now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna check my portfolio, and AMC, okay, yeah, it says it went up 5%. Shall we sell some? We could sell some right now because I mean, I don't have a big investment into it, but I have a big loss, and probably I already sold some of them. What I can do is check for that, check if I already sold AMC. Don't take me wrong, I love AMC. I like to go to the movies all the time. But in this situation, where this moment we're living in time, this moment in time, it's not the best moment. So actually, I never sold any of these shares. I bought them at $6.91. And so far, they are at $4.85 right now. So, and that's with the 5% increase. Probably this is not updated, although here it says it's really updated to the millisecond, but okay, it is updated actually, 4.85. That's pretty good. I think it just dropped because a few minutes ago it was saying 6%. Or I saw that somewhere else, I don't know. We just clicked on it, okay. So by now I would just leave it. If it would have been 10%, I would sell some to reduce a bit of the risk, gain a bit of liquidity, and that's it. But look, that was the exception to the rule. We had to see like 10 other stocks until we reached one that actually was working. And actually was working, but I didn't even say buy because it all happened today. So, and you would have never known unless you would see the stock today that it was going to go up. The idea with this system is to be able to identify stocks that with a small change the day after, they will go up like crazy. And that's not happening lately. It had happened before, but not right now at the moment. And when it says sell, that means that the previous day went up more than 3%, and more than 3% is like most likely it won't grow more than that. That's already, it's like you already lost most of the profit, the potential profit that you can do. An exception to the rule would have been this one. Look, you would have not buy this one and installing updates for Think or Swim, and what would have happened? It went up 16, 6, and 3, 30% up. Look at that. But then it dropped. So if it's in this area, it's because it has dropped a lot in the last months. So funny enough, it still dropped 30%, but it went up 30%. So that means it dropped 60% in total. And we'll check on this one now. Hold, sell. I'm trying to find a buy. That something that would have said yesterday buy and buy today, like this one. Okay. Medallia. Okay, imagine Medallia dropped 24%, and today we would have bought at opening price. Obviously, you would check the pre-market and see how it goes. Oh, look, it's still going up. And it's still going up, not too much, which is pretty good. It just went above 200 moving average. So all these things you still need to check. You need to see that why you're buying. Okay, so yesterday went up, it retested the 200 moving average, it dropped, and it went up again. So to me, it looks like this one might be a good buy. I would buy it. Yeah, I would if I had some liquidity, which I don't. I'm a negative liquidity. So, but that's just me. It's my opinion. Okay. What the idea of this strategy is that it already has reached such a low value that the chances of going down are smaller than the chances of it going up. So the risk is smaller than the reward in a way. Okay, I mean, we're talking about companies that has gone down so much for a reason, which is a big risk already in itself. So you're playing with a swing here. It should be a very quick swing. If you don't know the company, if you don't know why it went down, you might want to check all those things. Carnival Corporation, we know cruise lines have been going down for a long time. So in the last 21 days, it went down 23%. But we know that it dropped a lot before that, and actually here you have here minus 9%. Okay, no, it wasn't that much then, but I think it has recovered in the last days. I remember going up, look, 10% up when, and then it dropped again. Okay, Avis, okay, car rentals, same thing. We know Hertz just went bankruptcy, so would you buy Avis now? Which, you know, at the end, they're going to be all eaten by the Tesla taxi system, by the Uber taxi system, auto driving, autonomous driving. All these things are going to take over. So eventually there won't be any taxis and no car rentals. Why would you need a car rental? That they make it so complicated every time you want to rent a car, and you could just take the one that it's in the street, laying in there. Like, I mean, we can do it here, and it works really good. Okuhen, okay, Okuhen, it doesn't say anything about buy, but this one, MTS Systems, it says buy. Let's check out the situation. So it would have been, another failure. It would have been a failure because it went down. It's under the 200 moving average. Although probably yesterday, since at that point you would see, oh my God, it's above the 200 moving average. It's about to turn around. And look, it didn't. But tomorrow it might go up 10%. You don't know. You need to keep an eye on them. CVR Energy, I bought this one a few weeks ago, and I don't remember what happened, but look, it went down minus 4%. Macy's, okay, I'm not surprised to see Macy's here. It doesn't say buy, but so far it's falling down, but it's falling down a lot less. And it's at 6, which is normally very low for Macy's. Look at this, it has been going down to 6. Probably tomorrow will turn around, probably, but we don't know. Credit acceptance, let's check it out. Credit acceptance today went up, okay, not much, but if you would have bought this morning, okay, tomorrow probably it will recover more. I don't know. I'm not saying that you have to buy it, and I'm trying to show you how to find the next stock to buy for you, or I mean, that's how I do it, and that's why I have so many losses. So don't do anything I say. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm just a retail investor. So Amarin, I know it's in a downtrend for so long. I'm surprised it's only down 21%, but in 42-day cumulative, it's 55% down, which I don't even buy it anymore. So this one, I don't even know this one. GCP Applied Technologies, it says buy. I said buy 2 days ago, and today is still positive, but not much up. So it would be another buy, and probably at the end you reach 3, 4, 5% of in a small quantities, which if you would have bought at the beginning, it would have been good. But then you had to drop in between, probably not. Okay, so that's it. That's what I wanted to show to you. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you liked this one. And I'm just giving ideas on how to find stocks, trying to show you or teach you how to fish, and not just to give you the final product, but so that you can find your own products. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.